up your mind, but tonight I just want a little bite.
Hey, won't you? Oh, we got a ride too? Hey, I want you. That's that new.
Navigating to.
This that new motherfucking Jessica Jolia. Shout out to Jessica. This shit slapping right here, girl. Keep motherfucking up the good work. Been waiting on this shit. Been waiting to hear this shit. The Brian Knockin Show at noon. I'll be on the radio today. Online podcast, doing my thing. Y'all know how I do. I'm gonna drop this. I got a whole bunch of other bangers. I got dope ass guests coming in. Dope shit, man. Shout out to my boys over there at Upstart Records. It's gonna be dope today. Holla at your boy Brian Knockin. It's that Jessica Jolia. Hey, oh, I want you. Yo. What's good, y'all? Shout out to my boy Brahma Bull. Quick question. Who else out there got some music on iTunes, on Spotify, on available for sale, available for stream? Shout out to Brahma Bull. He got these dope ass Spotify playlists. They're reaching 10K plus people, all real users, all real people, man. He got Spotify, email blast, all real users, man. My man shouts out to your music, and boom, you got people listening to your music. You got people engaging with your music, man. So this right here, Evan Michael Green, nice voice. Just dope, man. Shout out to Brahma Bull, though. Hit us up. Get in one of these Spotify playlists. Get on one of these Apple Music playlists. I'll be on the radio today. The Brian Knockin Show at noon. It's Brian Knockin, Brahma Bull, Grind Fest. You know what I mean? Yo, real shit. Real shit. I was having this conversation. Yo, real shit. I was having this conversation with my passenger earlier today. We were just talking about like life and work and jobs and accepting, like, for real. Every day we gotta wake up, go to work, sit in this traffic, you know, like an end all means to get the income, the money, the career that we need to be in the place that where we want to be. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not complacent. I'm not like the type of be like, yo, I'm satisfied right here. This is good. Like, nigga, I'm up grinding. I'm up hustling. I'm up thinking. I'm like creating. I'm trying to find new ways, new ideas to make things happen. I want to explain to everybody, like, never stop like reaching into your potential, your creativity. Keep believing in yourself and keep working. You have potential. You are potential. You know, like this job that I do, you know, I make good money. Like, I make real good money. You know, I can't buy a fucking house in the Bay Area on this shit, though. Let's keep it real. Like, nigga, buy a house in the Bay Area. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and then I started talking to my other passenger, like, he was an intern at Apple and he was like doing all this dope shit, and like he asked me how do I feel about tech and how do I feel about it coming into the Bay Area, and I'm like, shit, this shit makes me hungry. This shit makes me greedy. Like, it makes me want to learn more. It makes me want to sit with you guys and be fucking with you guys. You know what I mean? In order for me to do that, I gotta soak up more fucking knowledge. I gotta fucking learn more fucking ways to make my career boom. You feel me? Like, never give up on your dream. Never be complacent. Do not get a job and just sit there for the rest of your life like happy and satisfied that I got this motherfucking job. And no, I'm not dissing having a job. We have to have jobs. We have to work. We have to make money. What I'm saying is, do not be complacent in where you are at in life. There is always more. You know, you should have that, like, for me, like, this is for me. I'm not gonna talk about you. Like, I'm not gonna talk about everybody else. Like, for me, right? I have this inner hunger, this inner desire to like continue to move forward, to continue to progress, to continue to build on my legacy. You know what I mean? Like, that's what Infinity is about. It's about building on my legacy. It's about me being here when I'm not here. Like, right now, like, I have music up that is gonna be here when I'm not here. So if I die, my music still is here. That's infinity. It's gonna be here. When the world ends and it's gone, everything about me is gone. So that means that whatever I create and I leave behind, my legacy, like it'll be here forever as long as this whole earth and this planet exists and there are humans like walking around and living on this planet, man. Do not be complacent. Figure out a way to fucking make your legacy fucking live on. Make your legacy live for infinity. Make your legacy live forever. You know what I mean? The lifestyle is real. Like, never quit. Never back down from your goals, your life goals. We all have a special talent. God gave us a special talent. Whether you believe in God, whether you believe in whatever you believe in, you have a special talent inside of you. Reach inside and keep grinding, keep going up, move up, all the way up. I had to shout out to motherfucking them niggas right there, but keep grinding, man. It's Brian Knockin, the Brian Knockin Show at noon, 12 to 2 today.
Talk about guns.
Yeah, I'm still on that 444. I'm a 444 dude. Niggas don't like 444, but I like this shit. Shit slaps. Hey, even when we win, we gon' lose. Trying to find parking in San Francisco is a bitch, but I'm about to find some. Nigga hungry as fuck. Even when there's nothing to out on the mission. Mission up. El Farolito over there. La Taqueria down there. It's Brian Knockin. Out here making moves. Niggas hungry as shit. About to grab a burrito from one of my taquerias. You know how we do it. We in the mission, bruh. When I get hungry, I come to the mission. Grab me some food with the people, you feel me? This is the closest you gonna get to the people, like our people and shit. You get into other neighborhoods, unless you're going up into the hood. You know what I mean? You get to the hood, it's good. But yo, it's Brian Knockin, nigga hungry as shit. What's good with y'all? Turn on my microphone. Hey yo, turn on my microphone. Shout out to my boy Chozan. Yeah! What's good? What's good? What's good? It's your boy, it's Brian Knockin. This is the Brian Knockin Show at noon. FCCFreeRadio.com. I'm back again. More hits, more music, more good times, man. More good times, man. You know, people been telling me to check out these albums. There's a lot of dope albums out. One thing I could say is like everybody deserves their personal identity, personal identity. They deserve the right to listen to the music that they want to listen to. It doesn't matter if I don't like your music. It doesn't matter if I don't like your favorite artist. That shit don't matter, man. Like what I say, like it's strictly my opinion. It's strictly my opinion, and like. When it's my opinion, that's my opinion, you feel me? And just as I am allowed to have my opinion, you are allowed to have your opinion, right? So in this opinionated ass world, we gotta understand. We gotta give people their space. We gotta allow them to be them. We gotta allow them to like be able to live and be able to be happy and be able to thrive and be able to be blissful, you feel me? Like it's real things going on in 2017, man. People are hating on people. People are hating on their ethnicity. People are hating on their gender role, the way they live. People are hating on their stance on certain situations. If my stance doesn't completely match your stance, fuck you. And like reality is reality. We're not gonna agree on everything. Like if we could come to the agreement that we're not gonna agree on everything, then maybe we can move forward in this country and this land and start making things happen. You know what I mean? I was listening to this podcast, and on this podcast they said that once we all come together and realize that we need each other, once we could all come together and realize we're one, then and only then can we and will we be able to move forward. Until then, it's gonna be rough, y'all. You know what I mean? Like it's really gonna be rough. So I'm here once again, FCCFreeRadio.com. It's your boy Brian Knockin. This is the Brian Knockin Show at noon. I'm trying to see my playlist show up. Is internet slow in here? What's really going on? What's really good? What's really hood? Looks like things are slowly taking off. The internet and whatnot. We gotta get these playlists downloaded and get these playlists ready. What do I got? What do I got? The Brian Knockin Show at noon. 8/1/2017. Bruh, the whole situation. I've been on this. As y'all know, I'm a Colin Kaepernick supporter. You know, I'm a super huge supporter of the people out there making moves for, you know, like humanity, for just people in general. And last week it kind of looked like your boy Colin Kaepernick was close to getting signed. It looked like he was close to getting signed. They were saying that, you know, possibly John Harbaugh, the Baltimore Ravens, would sign him. And it looks like after all that talk, right? After all that talk, it didn't happen. It didn't happen. They went with somebody else. They went with an arena football player, arena football quarterback. This stuff is getting deep. You feel me? This stuff is getting real deep. Like I said, to each their own. Gosh, this shit's fucking crazy. Let's see. We got a little playlist going on right here. It's your boy Brian Knockin. This is the Brian Knockin Show at noon. I'm about to kick this stuff up. Kick this stuff off. We got some new Vic Mensa right here. It is called Homewrecker. Yada I mean. We about to kick it off. It's the Brian Knockin Show at noon. FCCFreeRadio.com. Yeah. Hey yo, that's that new Vic Mensa right there. Homewrecker, Vic Mensa, the autobiography. That's a slap. You know, he had released the EP on Friday. He released that album. This one right here, I'm gonna crank this one up though. It's my homegirl, Jessica Jolia. It's your boy Brian Knockin. She got her hot new single, Want You. Shit just dropped last week. Holla at me, man. Make sure you grab that on iTunes and Spotify, titled Want You. Jessica Jolia. Hey.
Turn the lights down low, 'cause I don't want to see what you're doing.
Yo. What up? It's your boy Brian Knockin. This right here, my boy Jizzle McFly. Don't run from me. He got that new project. Shit's on fire. Damn socks and stale cereal. Damn socks and stale cereal. My boy Jizzle was motherfucking creative with that shit. Shout out to the chop shop or the barber shop. My boy got the barber shop. Man, go follow Jizzle McFly. That boy's on the grind, man. Hey. Get that Jizzle McFly though. Hit him up. Go get a haircut for bruh. Support his new barber shop. Boy is grinding, boy. It's Brian Knockin. The Brian Knockin Show at noon. FCCFreeRadio.com. We supporting the hearts over here.
What you heard that they say is true. Baby, come fuck with me.
About to drop another one right here. This one is really dope to me. Really dope to me. Internet just be buzzing today. I don't know what's up with it. It's your boy Brian Knockin, the Brian Knockin Show at noon. FCCFreeRadio.com. Another local hit. I'm really fucking with this shit right here. My boy. Yeah. Can I get play? It's coming. I'm gonna turn this up though. Young Bori featuring Phil Rocky and Clay. Hey, Mob Talk. Young Bori, Phil Rocky, that Mobby. You gotta.
Ain't nobody do it like that mob, no. Can't nobody do it like that mob, whoa.
Can't nobody do it like the mob, too.
They know what it is. I handle my biz. Don't take it personal. It is what it is. They know it's the they know what I bang. They do it bad, they complain cause they can't hang. Coming from across the water, nah, I never been a father, but I'm probably with your daughter. Rap game fake, so I can't
Shout out to Young Bori, Phil Rocky, this shit slaps. Can't nobody do it.
It's nice right here, you know? Yeah. Let's get in there.
What's up? This is Sire from San Francisco, California.
G Smooth, San Francisco, California. Bay Area, born and raised.
San Francisco, California.
Rhymo.
Yep, right.
Yeah,
Easy.
it's nice to check that
Hold
on
on.
YouTube.
We're gonna hold on before we do all that. Let's get everyone introduced, okay?
Yeah, Byron, San Francisco, California.
Dope. What's up, y'all? Collective? Like, could you explain to me what you guys got going on? Because it's a lot of y'all in here, and I feel the energy. It's real dope energy. What's good?
Sorry, you wanna explain what Upstart Records is?
Alright, so Upstart Records is basically a youth center located in Sunset, and they basically provide free studio time. You're able to come there and learn engineering, how to record songwriting with different artists and collaborate with different artists from a whole bunch of different genres of music. It's basically just a place to share vibes. I've been going there since 2014, 15. So now
Dope. So y'all got a project coming out?
Yeah, we already had this project come out. It's called Life Is Not a Game. Like me personally, me and Ramo, we've been like filming hella videos. We just had 2 videos come out. One is called Run It Up and one's called Into the Battle. It's like Prince D and Del Ro on Into the Battle, and this
Fat Chops.
Fat Chops on Run It Up. We just dropped those music videos on the Upstart Records YouTube channel.
Check them out.
Yeah.
Dope. So, Rhymo sent me a little pack with some of the music. Looks like y'all got this CD, Life Is Not a Game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's get into some music. What y'all want me to get into first?
You can play the City on Fire song first.
The City on Fire. I'm finding that right now. Let's see. What number is that? Y'all know what number it is? 15? No.
The new album?
Yeah.
Life Is Not a Game?
Yes.
It's 17.
Bam. Wait, that's not in the pack.
Is that hard to find?
You serious?
Boom.
Oh, is it called something
Oh
else?
crap, it's not on there.
Is it? No, I think it's called
Damn.
something else. They didn't
Nah, it's
post
called
it.
Front Not really, this 17 is not on there.
Really?
On what? What are you on?
Can we pull it up?
During Buddy's intro, I was getting some information about Buddy's intro. That mic works back there.
Okay.
There's
Just
info,
talk right into this.
information.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, what's your name again?
Vicky Fasho.
Vicky for show?
Yeah.
Vicky for show!
Oh, good.
So, you were explaining to me about Buddy's intro and telling me a little bit about Buddy. Tell me more.
So we have a youth run record label which is called Upstart Records, and part of our program is we have a portable recording studio.
Okay.
So we have one at Juvenile Hall in San Francisco, and we have one at the Log Cabin Ranch.
The Log Cabin Ranch?
Log Cabin Ranch is where they transfer the boys where they have more time. So like if it's a year plus, they put them up there, they do their time up there. But this Buddy is up at Juvenile Hall, and on Friday afternoons, I'm up there recording the boys unit, which is Unit 7, the highest unit possible up at Juvenile
Every
Hall.
Friday?
Every Friday.
Every Friday you go up to Juvenile Hall
Every Friday.
and help them express their thoughts?
Right, they're able to express them in there. I mean, sometimes they have like they have groups that come in, but really that unit, they're limited to doing other things. They're usually on lockdown or they're in their rooms and they don't get the same privileges everybody else gets.
That's dope. That's
Yeah.
dope. Shout out to you. I really want to say I appreciate you like creating this type of creative outlet because, you know, for me being a youth and being in trouble, I really didn't have the outlet myself to be able to like, a lot of the times like I was asking for equipment like this when I was a little kid.
Right.
When I was a little kid, I was asking my mom, my aunt, my grandfather, help me get equipment. I want to make music. They're like, fuck that shit ain't gonna take you nowhere. And like, what ended up happening?
Now you're here.
Well, I went through hella trouble
Right.
to get it.
Right.
My first resorts was asking my family to help me get a computer, help me get keyboards and stuff. They didn't help me to get it. No disrespect to my family, I love y'all.
Right.
But I resorted to means that actually screwed my life over to get them. So we need, like, I feel like as young people in America, we need older people to come up and like, you know, guide us in the direction to support our creative aspirations, because without our creative aspirations, it's kind of rough.
Right.
Right. And how did you get this started?
So the kids wrote a grant to get a portable booth to actually take it to different campuses, so kids are allowed to like make music if they can't come all the way down to our youth center. So that's how it first started. And then we started having conversations with Juvenile Hall, like the director of Juvenile Hall and the counselors up there, and they finally gave us a go, and we've been up there for 3 years now. And we're there twice a week.
Dope.
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah.
And once you like get the songs finished, what do you do with them?
Well, like this one, the one that Buddy just made,
Mhm.
so we recorded it inside, we brought it back to our studio, did the mixing on it, and now he's on the album, so it was mastered and it's on the album. And if they want it, we send it out, whatever the kids want, we make sure that it's, you know, clean and able to be put out, and we put it out.
Right.
Yeah.
What about like, do you guys have programs where you teach them about royalties, about like music rights, ASCAP?
Rhymo actually is doing that now,
Dope.
where they're teaching the kids like what, you know, their rights, copyrights, what, you know, who to give it to, who not to give it to, make sure you're protected. You know, the beats that they make, their beats are all originally made. They make them themselves. So we make actually beats up at Juvenile Hall. We make beats at our site, at our center. So most of those beats that are on that computer are made by all youth.
And also Adriel Diaz, he's not here today, but he had what was it? Marketing.
Yes,
A
music marketing class
yeah,
last
music marketing
Friday.
class last Friday.
Dope.
That was dope.
What is that? Is that weekly or is that just?
No, he just tried
he
it
just
out for the
puts it
first
together?
time. Yeah, for the first time. It was like the first one. So I don't know
Dope.
if he's planning on having more, but
Yeah, we're
that
gonna
was
do
dope
more.
to have, yeah.
We're gonna do more of those.
Dope.
For surely will.
Dope. All right. What's another song we could get into? Did you send me that email?
I did. You could play Eyes on Me for now though.
The internet's shabby down here.
Yeah, Shabby.
You in
Shabby
the
Davis.
dungeon.
Shabby Davis Jr.
What is it called? Eyes on Me?
Yeah.
All right, check it out, y'all. We about to get into this track
This
real
is a
fast.
clapper right here. This is for the summer.
This one's for the summer,
Yeah.
and it is summertime. This one's for the summer, y'all. Eyes on Me. The Brian Knockin Show at noon. FCCFreeRadio.com. Upstart Records.
So all these kids on this song are in high school. It's like the two just graduated high school as youngsters.
So,
This is Gio.
Yep. Gio, Christina.
Christina, that's right.
what email you sent us? You sent us the email Brian
Canvas.
Knockin, right?
Yeah. Didn't get it?
Or DJB Knockin?
Yeah. Brian Knockin?
Or sent it to Brian Knockin?
Yeah.
Here I am with the boat, feeling right. Came alone, but I'm planning on leaving with someone nice. Big kiss, nice lips, with chicks that speed good, really smart, but still popping like she coming from the
Know about the turntable.
It's on you, it's on me, we fly, and I slide on you, vibe with me, this ride, and I take one shot. Check my watch tonight, we gon' have some fun. It's a young G, changing life. I'm in the back, chilling, I'm dealing with
Oh, you did it on my phone.
You did it on my decision.
Same song, right?
You did it on my phone. I said it's not your choice, we'll make you a decision. If you messing with me, all you gotta do is sit and listen. We be winning and dipping, our mission is getting that's right. I told you all the time, changing life is just a night.
Hey, my son.
Who's on this song?
Christina, G-Man, and that boy Canada.
Did it go through? Did you check on your end if it went through?
Right here, because I'm
to invest all the time into my set. And if she talking about a man, then I'm hoping I'm the next. Forget the rest.
I don't have no Wi-Fi here, that's why.
No, 0%.
Yeah, it's not connecting.
A little bit.
Did you sign it again?
I did, but it's not.
So Ryan.
DJ knocking at Gino.
Log into it, it takes you to it, and then you have to put the password in order for the Wi-Fi to actually work. Right now, you're not all the way connected. Because you don't
Yo, FCCFreeRadio.com. It's the Brian Knockin Show at noon. Eyes on me. So, when do you, I know you can get it on SoundCloud, right? They can get this on SoundCloud right now?
Yep, yes, they can.
Do you guys have a date when they can get it, like on Apple Music, Spotify?
Should be tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Dope.
Should be tomorrow.
Dope. And it sounds like you guys got a whole bunch of other music up on.
There's other albums.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at last night. I have been looking at for a few days actually.
Hard to ignore.
The internet today. A gift to my curse. Is that y'all?
That's a gift to my curse. There's a Hard to Ignore on there.
Yep.
It's
Yep.
a good album too. Hard to Ignore is one of my favorites.
So. No, it's right. When that's 2009. So you guys been at this for a long time, helping the community.
This is our 6th album that's out.
That's your 6th. Okay.
This is our 6th album. The one that we're just releasing right now is our 6th album. We've been in the community for 25 years. This is our 6th album that just came out, and Sunset Youth Services has been around for 25 years this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what what started Sunset Youth?
Who started it?
Yeah, who, what, how, when, where, the W's, why?
So there's a couple. Their name are Ron and Dawn Stickle,
Okay.
and they started. They actually were youth pastors at a church, and dealt with 30 youth at one point that the church didn't even want because they were off the hook and they were getting in trouble and they didn't fit. So Ron and Dawn didn't fit there either. So they left that church because of politics and they didn't want them there. So a few years down the line, 2 years down the line, they started going to campus to one of the middle schools in the neighborhood and just hanging out with kids up there, and saw the need for like mentoring and like being around kids. And so after that, they built Sunset Youth Services, and that was in 1991.
1991. So they created studios in 1991?
We created our studios about, I think, 13 years ago now.
Okay.
Because one of our youth and one of the staff wrote a grant to get funding to build our big studio out. And we got granted $50,000.
Man, grants are huge.
Huge.
Like, people are sleeping on grants. Grants can help you, like, could you explain how you guys worked on getting these grants?
There was, I think it was Department of Children, Youth, and Their Families. They're the ones that had this grant out, and so Joel took one of the kids and put him under his wing, and they wrote the grant, and we actually didn't think that we'd even have a shot at it, but it was huge because youth needed an outlet. They needed to be able to express themselves. Like, kids won't go to therapy.
Right.
Kids aren't gonna just sit with somebody that they don't know and share what they need to. But having this outlet, kids were in the studio all the time. And right now, I do all the scheduling in the studio, so like, my phone doesn't stop ringing because I want studio time. And so that's how we got the studio. That's how we first started our studio, because of the need.
Right.
We follow the kids where they're at.
Right.
Yeah.
How do you feel that? How do you feel this has helped the kids?
How about one of the kids share about that then?
Tell y'all.
Because I'm It's y'all's story, not mine.
G Smooth, tell them, how's it helping you?
Me personally, I feel like music is like a second language. I learned, through the previous before that, it's an expression that we can all connect to. We might not speak the same language, but, music is universal, and it's like, you can get this rhythm, you can get this vibe that like puts you at peace, and it's a magical feeling.
How about you, sir? Is it good if I have all of them speak on it?
My name is Sire. Upstart Records has helped me a lot. Like, I've been writing music since I was like, in fifth grade, but I didn't actually start like recording my own music until I met Upstart Records. I met them. They actually brought their booth up to downtown high school, and I was the only girl that had stepped in the room. And Vicky, I actually seen Vicky first, and she just kept on bothering me. I was just like, this lady, like, she said I was being mean. I don't remember being mean, but anyway, she ended up getting me to come up to the studio, and man, since then I just stuck with it because I've learned so much, and I've grown there so much as a person. Like, I was getting in trouble and everything, and that was like a way for me to focus myself and focus myself and put all of my creativity and my energy and my learning abilities into my music. And I feel like that's the only reason why I continue to do music until this day, because I enjoy coming in. So, yeah.
And now you're doing shows
kind of
and
saved
everything.
my life.
Now
Yeah,
you're
and
doing
I'm kind of
shows
doing
with
I'm
the-
doing my own thing.
Can you tell-
I was able to build up my own brand called Royal Souls. I'm actually have a sweater on right now. And
Tell them who you did shows with, who you opened up for.
I've opened up for Raven Justice, Little Dirk, Skipper from
HBK.
Yeah, with HBK.
Sit on your side.
Yes, I've opened up for artists like that, and was able to be on 94.9 Queen of the Mic and things like that. So I don't know, like Upstart Records has actually pushed me to do a lot of great things for myself. And I try to put that energy out the same way that they gave it to me. So, yeah.
How about you? Byron? Let them know a little bit about who you are and.
My name is Byron. I like Sunset Studios because, it gives you something to do, a positive environment to be around, with people that is looking to build you up. I also was a part of the Juvenile, when they bring up the booth to Juvenile, I was a part of that, and I made some music with them. And that was my first time, and my first time I remember Vicky inspired me because she was like, wow, you've never been in a booth before, basically saying that I did good. So yeah, it inspired me, and ever since then I always took a notice and interest in Sunset. I like it, it's a good program.
What you call it? I remember I was in high school and Joel and this other kid came to my high school and they just literally hand out like Upstar shirts, Upstar, their little album and all that stuff. And I didn't really pay attention to all that until like maybe like my senior year of high school. And just started coming to the studio and I was watching Rhymo, tracking kids and all that, and I was like, you know what, at least I could do that. So then I would come every single day, tracking, watching Rhymo, just tracking and all that stuff. And then just recently, I've been tracking a lot of kids and I love what I like to do. This is what I want to do for a living.
You're an engineer?
Yeah, engineer, yeah.
Dope.
And there's like a lot of engineers in the city, especially in the Bay Area. So,
Right.
I just want to put that out there, put more engineers and all that.
Dope. I'm an engineer too.
So let me tell you my story. Like, I was making music before I came to Upstart Records. Some of it was kind of like trash and all that, and I really went all around the city. I used to record in Sunnydale before I came to Upstart Records, and then like when my friends came up to me, it's like, hey yo, check out this booth right here. It said there's a club fair at school, and then I seen Rhymo and stuff, and I was like, what's up? And and the whole week was closed, so I came back next week and I got connected, and I really like sat down and made some music, and it was a lot better than the stuff I used to put out, and I'm really satisfied with that. And thanks to Upstart Records, I made so much progress.
Dope. That's really dope.
I want to say with Upstart Records too, they're actually like people that's definitely on your team to push and strive to do anything that you really want to do. Like for a minute, like I was going there for a minute and I learned how to engineer people and everything like that, but it came to a point where I felt like I needed to learn a little bit more. and I just decided to go to SAE Expressions in Emeryville, and now I'm in college right now doing audio engineering, and yeah, I love it. I love it so far, and I'm learning a lot. So I don't think I even would have went to college if I didn't have Upstart Records on my team right now. Like my mom and everything's on my side too, but then that was just that extra push for me to help me do better. So
Right.
And one last thing I want to say about Upstart Records, like it's a project of Sunset Youth Services, but the music thing is important, but the most important thing is the relationships we have with the young people and each other. Right. It's more of like a family than it is about like the music. The music is secondary. This is what we do. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like the bond we have, like this is a place where you come as you are. You know what I'm saying? And we deal with everybody's stress. We celebrate each other's successes. We cry when during our times of sorrow, and we celebrate when it's great. You know what I mean? But we're down with you and we up with you. It's never like no funny nothing. You know what I mean?
How, this is my question, how could the youth get to you guys and get in with you guys? Vicky.
How do they get connected with Sunset? How do they get connected with Sunset Youth Services?
Yes.
So.
You gotta be from the Sunset?
No, you do not.
You gotta be
Most
from
of our kids aren't from the Sunset.
Okay.
So we got kids from all over the city coming through. So you can be from any neighborhood.
Okay.
And you just have to walk in and get introduced. I mean, just introduce yourself. You fill out an intake form, and then that's it.
And no lie, a lot of the times when people find out about Upstart, it's always word of mouth.
Yeah.
So you hear it from other kids, like you can go to the same high school as somebody in college, even walking off the street, like you meet a new person, oh, I do engineering, oh yeah, I know Sunset Youth Services in the Sunset, what's the address, you know? It usually all goes by word of mouth. I always hear somebody talking about, oh yeah, somebody told me about Sunset Youth Services.
Y'all got a website?
We do. It's sunsetyouthservices.org.
Sunsetyouthservices.org?
Correct.
Sunsetyouthservices.org.
Instagram also, Upstart Records and Sunset Youth Services. Yeah,
Social media heavy for sure.
Yeah.
I see
Upstart
y'all.
Records on Instagram, Upstart Records,
Social,
SoundCloud, Upstart Records, iTunes.
Everything is Upstart Records. Just search up Upstart Records or Sunset Youth.
Let's see if we got this right here.
It's called Front Door, but on there, but that's the city on Fire Track. We renamed it.
So we have a case management program as well. So we don't just do music. We work with kids that are in the juvenile system. So we're up meeting with their probation officers. We're up at court with them, advocating for them. We're following them through school, like when they need to get on track. Whatever the barriers they have in their life is what we help them with. So either if they need to expunge their records and move forward so they can get their driver's license or get tickets knocked off or whatever it may be, that's how we first started. So that was our first huge program, is case management, and Upstart Records became a project of Sunset Youth Services.
All right, I'm still trying to get this song. Let's get it. Can we get into a different song real fast?
It's like Shots Fired.
Shots Fired?
Yeah.
Shots Fired.
That's a song by Rhymeezy and Luxury Lex. It's about the violence in the streets.
Shots Fired. It's the Brian Knockin Show at noon. We'll be right back.
I didn't even know it was planned.
Luxury Lex.
Why, did you not only? Like the Bears.
What's your name again?
My name is Matt L, man. M-A-S space L on everything. So find me, you'll find me.
What's your name? The engineer. Byron? What do you go by? What's your artist name? Lil Byron?
Lil Byron. My name is Sire. We got real soul brand. I'm from Upstart Records here.
The homie Rhymo.
Tap in.
Vicky for show. And I am Brian Knockin, the Brian Knockin Show. Upstart Records.
It took me me 3 years to
For
follow
sure.
her. And then you don't follow her over there.
I'm just kidding.
That's my sister.
She won't let you follow her?
She didn't let me follow her for hella long.
Why?
Because she don't want nobody in her business.
No.
Being sneaky.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's Rimo's line. Be the plug.
Be the plug?
I followed you. Yeah, I did follow you.
Yo. It's just another one of those dope shows. The Brian Knockin Show at noon, FCCFreeRadio.com. Just gonna continue to bring you dopeness, continue to work on dropping more stuff. Shout out to Upstart Records. Shout out to Rhyme Easy. Shout out to everybody that just stopped by the radio station, the whole crew. Keep grinding, keep up the hard work. Yo, Brian Knockin, I support y'all. The Brian Knockin Show at noon, man. Have a good one.